Hello, 10th graders. Okay, sorry about my sore throat. It's still kind of hurting, but okay, I wanted to make you guys a video because we won't be able to have that many class hours the next 2 weeks or so because of band practice. Okay, so I wanted to start by making a video. So I hope you guys understand and take notes, please, because I'm going to be checking these notes in class. So this is going to be homework. Plus also, you guys should be taking notes because it'll help for the practice problems, which you guys will turn in as an assignment. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about specific heat. What exactly is specific heat? Well, here's a definition. So just imagine it is a hot summer day. And then you're really tired and you simply want to go take a seat in a metal chair. Well, you obviously have done that. I've done that at least. And whenever I take a seat in the hot metal chair, like my butt burns because the metal absorbed the heat. Imagine you're at the Playa de Tela. It is a hot, sunny day, but the water is still cold. Okay, I know this is an ocean and the mass is huge. Like it's a huge amount of water. But even with a cup of water, if you leave it outside in the sun, it's barely going to heat up compared to how fast the metal chair heats up. Okay, but what is the difference? Here we have water. The difference is that a lot of energy as heat needs to be introduced, or it needs to be transferred for water to have a higher temperature. But instead, with metal, not a lot of heat needs to be transferred for the temperature to raise. Okay, that is specific heat. Well, we have low specific heat, high specific heat, and it's basically just the amount of energy as heat that needs to be transferred to change the temperature of something. Does that make sense? If it does not make sense, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. Okay, if it does not make sense, just write your questions in your notebook and ask in class. Okay, we know that so far in chemistry, every topic we've talked about has units. The SI unit for energy is in joules, which I want you guys to look at this. Specific heat is expressed in joules per gram Kelvin. What does that look like? Looks like this. Okay, specific heat is joules per gram Kelvin. But notice this, it's grams. Focus on this, grams. So pay close attention to that because that's going to come up in a practice question. Okay guys, so far I've given you the definition of specific heat and I gave you an example. But this is the formula to finding specific heat. So Cp equals Q over M times delta T. What does each of these things represent? So here we have Q is the energy transferred as heat. Then M right here is the mass of the substance. And delta T is the change in temperature. Okay, so take notes of this. Pause the video if you need to. But this is a formula to finding specific heat. Okay, so here's our question again. What do we have? So we have this. We have that, here we go. Okay, we have that, here's our mass, right? We have initial temperature, final temperature, and the energy absorbed. What is our formula? Right here is our formula. So, what do we do? Okay, so what we do is just plot the numbers into this formula. So the energy absorbed, we have its, 32 joules, right? This goes over the mass, right? Look at over here. Times the change in temperature. So the change is the final temperature minus initial temperature. Okay, give me a second. Minus initial temperature. Okay? Because a change is just the total of this. So it's the final minus initial. Okay? So now solve for x, which in this case, it's specific heat. Okay, so here's our answer. All I did was divide the amount of energy as heat divided over the mass. Focus on this. Always has to be in grams. And here always has to be in Kelvin. Okay, so for example, if the problem had Celsius here, you would need to convert from Celsius to Kelvin. And our total is this. Okay guys, I hope that helped, and I hope I didn't confuse you more. But on attached here, in this form as well, I'm giving you guys 4 practice problems. These 4 practice problems need to be done for the next class, okay? Plus also, remember to memorize, just to actually learn the formula and the definition. Okay guys, I hope this helps. See you tomorrow.